Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here, man. Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all read the title under the thumbnail, man. Yes, the judge subpoenas Blac Youngsta Heavy Camp affiliates and Maurice. Alright, after Str8 Dropp hearing. The reason why I didn't say Cornelius Smith bond hearing, because we are familiar with that Str8 Dropp had a more insight into both parties of CMG and Paper Route Empire. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, somebody must have said, either him or Cornelius Smith stated that there was a connection between, again, Blac Youngsta, Heavy Camp, and Str8 Dropp that's tied into, you know what I'm saying, the whole Young Dolph situation. As always, we would like to say rest in peace to Young Dolph, condolences to the family, shout out to the Paper Route Empire, and much love to all my folks in Dolph land. Let's get back to the story at hand. Alright, so again, man, yeah, I told y'all before, man, right after this whole bond hearing, again, y'all have to understand, the reason why it keep getting pushed back because the lawyers want to gather more information, okay? In order to gather more information, they got to send some documentations out. And one of those documentations is a subpoena. Subpoena is basically telling these guys they got to come appear in court at a specific time. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is following the bond hearing of Str8 Dropp, whose name is Justice Johnson. All right? Again, they're lawyers. Cornelius Smith and Justice Johnson lawyers, again, they're trying to do the best that they can to get more evidence, you know what I'm saying, to prove that their clients had nothing to do with this whole Young Dolph situation. You know what I'm saying? Because we can see in the footage ourselves that these are not the guys, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, where are the real guys that had something to do with the Young Dolph situation? Now, they somewhat sitting up with their feet kicked in the air, you know what I'm saying, with a couple $100,000 on their lap, because we know they was paid for this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to be real here. All right, so the thing is, right, when you have these two suspects, alleged suspects, whom are Cornelius Smith and Str8 Dropp, everybody just automatically thinking these the two, right? It starts with them, it ends with them. And we know, the fans know, and the people who are like really involved, we understand that this is far from the truth. You know what I'm saying? That the case should continue until justice is sought for Young Dolph and his family. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this situation, it could have been prevented, you know what I'm saying, if people really wanted to stick together and do for the benefit of Memphis. But we understand with the factors of jealousy and envy, with people, we could say not scared of your position, but they a little intimidated about it, I could say. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say that at least. All right. So again, back to the situation at hand. So again, that's the reason why the judge had to subpoena these guys, because number one, we know that Maurice Hill, he has to appear in court based on it was his place of business. You know what I'm saying? And he has to show, like, where were you at? What was going on? Not only that day, but what was going on 2 days before, 3 days before, a week before. Matter of fact, they're going to even ask the questions of, have you ever seen these two guys before? As far as Cornelius Smith and Str8 Dropp, have they ever came in a cookie store and bought some monster cookies? You know what I'm saying? And they also going to ask, when was the last time you seen Young Dolph before that day of November the 17th? You know what I'm saying? Like, when in time had you seen, like, in that week, 2 weeks? You know, again, these questions have to be asked so they can connect the dots the best way they can. And again, so that's the investigator, detective side. Now the lawyer side is, again, to try to get as much information to benefit their clients as they can. And again, the best way to do that is to not, you can do it with a fast and speedy trial, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, with a high profile case like this, they not gonna let you get away with things of that nature, right? Because again, they want to try to drag this out. We understand, right? But at the same time, the people also understand that there's a lot of moving pieces going on here. But still within those moving pieces, right? There is we could say, connection between Str8 Dropp and CMG and Blac Youngsta Heavy Camp, right? We know this to be true, all right? And again, this is the reason why. So again, going back to the reason why the judge had to subpoena these guys. So again, one, they won't go nowhere, all right? They won't leave the state. They won't be a flight risk to themselves and the whole, you know what I'm saying, court case when they come down, all right? But again, this is to try to see if they can get a little more information out of these guys that they probably didn't get before. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is basically like it's a whole moving of the pieces, because this is basically coming from the lawyer that's asking the judge and the state prosecutor, is it possible or plausible that the clients could get more time so they can talk to, again, witnesses and the alleged suspects, you know what I'm saying, and other people, again, the Devin Burns, you know what I'm saying, the Shondell Barnett, you know what I'm saying, like I told y'all last video, them guys, trust me, they somewhere, let's just say they're in a quiet location, but them alphabet boys know where they at. Trust me, they just hold them there until to the last date, you know what I'm saying? And we know the last date is the big T word, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So this is the reason why I had to bring this to y'all today, to let y'all know that, again, it's a process. Just be patient. It's going to take some time. But again, the more time it take, right, yes, the more people are going to come out to say their piece or say what they saw at the moment, you know what I'm saying? Because again, once a person's sitting there in that cell too long, they can only sit there too long before they start asking for, you know what I'm saying, for a detective to talk to, so they can give a little information to, you know what I'm saying? We know this happen all the time. We've seen it on, what was that, 48 hours and all that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but again, that's why I wanted to bring the people, because again, we all want justice for Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying? Right? So yeah, so Str8 Dropp, right after the bond hearing of Cornelius Smith and Str8 Dropp, they had to issue these subpoenas to Blac Youngsta Heavy Camp and Maurice Hill. Alright, because again, they know these guys know more information. Not only that, it said that Str8 Dropp alleged that they had a connection with one another, that they had a mutual connection that was tied into one of the street organizations in Memphis. They haven't stated which organization that could be, between, again, Trula, Gorilla, Double R, like it's a few, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just people be aware, you know, just like y'all seeing what's happening, I could say down south, what's that, like southeast Atlanta, was dealing with all those RICOs. In the mid of time, right, the DA, state prosecutor, they probably gonna get together and get some paperwork together, and that's probably gonna be the next thing. There was a small RICO that went down at the beginning dealing with Str8 Dropp and, you know what I'm saying, Cornelius Smith, right? But those are not big guys. Those guys they weren't making orders in the streets, and we know that. You know what I'm saying? We know they was just pawns. You know what I'm saying? We are very clear that they was just pawns, because if, again, you know they pawns, because again, the main guys that really has something to do with this, they chilling with their feet kicked up somewhere. They are not, you know what I'm saying, in lockup at all right now. All right? So again, just pay attention to the play that's going on here, because y'all have to understand, right? For a period of time, they're going to let some time go by to try to see if people will slowly forget about the case as well. So if they held Str8 Dropp or Cornelius Smith responsible, won't too many people bat the eye and say, no, it ain't them. A lot of people will say, yeah, it's about time, get it over with, right? But a lot of us who really want justice, we don't want that to happen. We really want things to play out the best way it should, you know what I'm saying, for the family, all right? But as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.